My name is Parker Montgomery, and today I'm going to be talking about my Focus2 assessments and connecting them to class content that I have learned over this semester. So, for Connection 1, I know that in class we talked a lot about the big 5 personality traits, whether that be openness, conscientious, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. And these tests that I took really seemed to align a lot with these traits, and on very certain questions, they very much so did. I remember numerous questions they asked about, like how outgoing you are. A lot of the questions had to do with how social you are, and that would have to do with extroversion or introversion. Extroversion being outgoing, introversion being not so outgoing, more of an introvert. And then went conscientious, where some of the questions really related to like morals, more so the value assessment that they had. It had to do a lot with morals, which is what conscientious is. And then, which of course these were all talked about throughout numerous chapters, not just one specific chapter. And there was a lot of questions about being open to new experiences, which is openness. And let's see here. Connection number 2 would be about chapter 7, where we talked about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And this sort of talks about the 5 different levels of human needs. And it starts off with the basics, with breathing, food, clothing, etc. And it ends with self-actualization, which focuses a lot on creativity and a lot sort of like finalizing yourself in a way. And throughout the Focus2 assessments, a lot of the questions were focused on creativity and sort of like how you would approach certain tasks, and if you were more like creative, more wanting like an open sort of rubric, or if you were more like set in stone on how you wanted your instructions to go. And one of my actually work interests, which was one of the assessments, one of the results was artistic, which just made me think of self-actualization, the top level of the hierarchy as a whole. And Connection 3 would be in Chapter 9 specifically. We talked about the outcomes and personality changes, talked about life outcomes and personality changes, which life outcomes have to do with personality and show how your life is going to turn out. This includes jobs, relationships, etc. And really every assessment on this had questions or was specifically about finding future jobs and how this can affect your life and how it could be your future. We also talked about personality changes, which answering these different questions made me sort of realize how much my personality has changed since being an adolescent, or has sort of stayed the same throughout my life. So thank you. Those are my 3 connections for the Focus2 assessment.